This is the wrong setting. There we go. That is better by a little bit. Hi, welcome to Tavern Talk, the game where I didn't do it right last week and accidentally installed the demo because I wasn't looking. And this week we are... Oh, should I bring up my little thingamabob? My little doohickey? What was it called? The PNG. That. Right there. Me. Hi. Hi, look, it's me. I'm dancing. Look at me dance. I haven't had my coffee yet. This is gonna be a strange morning. Sorry, I was responding to somebody. Anyway. Tavern Talk. The talk. Buy DLC. I haven't even played the full game yet. Plushie campaign. Wanted wall. Guest booked. What is the guest book? Oh, these are reviews. That's wonderful. I always like it when games incorporate their reviews. Wanted wall. Wanted, Mika Lee Leckham, banned from the tavern for incessantly performing the popular Wellspring song on Wall of Wonder. Banned from the tavern for getting a tad too rowdy and starting to spout random, definitely wrong conspiracy theories against the tavern owner. Oh, these are fun. I don't think I can actually have Possum's thing while I'm talking. Eating all of the tater tots in the tavern and not leaving enough tip. At least that's what he thinks. He actually forgot to pay for his meal. Wanted, unknown. Banned for actively provoking bar fights between customers and disappearing to watch the chaos elsewhere. That's me. Oh, there's more. Wanted. Fed the most disgusting drink I have ever been given to Andu. Poor little buddy gave me quite a look. Okay, never mind. There are so many. We will not get through all of them before we start. I should go take my allergy meds. Oh! It didn't save. I have to do... you know what? I can skip the tutorial.
In a world far, far away. In a realm ruled by dragons and magic. Well... actually, it was this land specifically. Not that far away. Let me start over. Once upon a time, somewhere in Gaia. Not that far away. There was a tavern. My tavern.
Oh, shit.
A place for anyone looking for an adventure or a quick refreshment. A place open to everybody. Even jackdaws, I suppose. But I'm not just your typical innkeeper. My drinks are infused with magic to aid ambitious adventurers on their quests. To make sure they always return victorious. Big shoes to fill, I know. Then again, what's the worst that could happen?
Oh wow, it's Christmas. Hiya, innkeep. How's it going? All fine and dandy? I definitely should go get an allergy pill, actually. Hold on. 1 second. Aces. Okay, I'm back. I got my allergy pills. I only take one. I'm not a junkie. And I got some agua. Although I realized very quickly that I drank the agua too fast, and I don't drink water often enough. So now I might be a little dizzy. I am the actual worst plant. Can't complain. How about you, Fable? All fine and dandy? We can keep going with this. I'll just skip the tutorials. Yes, all fine and dandy. I had such an exciting day. Really, really exciting. Did you go on an adventure? Even better. I took a walk around the grove, and then I replanted a mushroom that had fallen over. Then I patiently waited for it to turn into a mushroom monster, or a mushroom mimic. Maybe a gnome. Did it? No, but I got to take another walk around the grove. How was it? Great! I got to see the same stones, the same trees, the same Amaranthian Hydra guarding the entrance to Avalon, the same moss. I even got to water the asters. They don't really need it, but I was there, so... Sounds very exciting. Who am I kidding? My life is as exciting as a roasted nut. I'm not going to make the same statement a third time. I am not going to make the same statement a third time. Because the innkeep is already doing it. Nuts are healthy, very thrilling in sauces or as a snack. There are various types of nut. Walnuts, peanuts, hazelnuts. I'm allergic. Oh. This is my favorite, like, introduction to a character ever. I didn't know that. Oh, no worries. I mean, I never told you. And hey, at least something would happen if I ate a nut. Just not something very fun. Don't. Anaphylactic shock and all that. Does that count as an adventure? Yeah, for the doctor, not you. In that case, you count as the damsel. No, I think it counts as a mistake. So what you're saying is that you're missing some spice. Oh, no. I have a very sensitive stomach. I don't think chilies would help me much. Though I'm very good at throwing phoenix chilies. I was talking about the spice in your life. I should put on my gloves. It's cold. For those who don't know, my hands, for whatever reason, have almost zero circulation. This is even before I started, like, wearing watches and bracelets, which probably don't help. I'm not wearing a watch right now, but still, my hands, like, if they sit or rest too long in winter, they start to freeze up. Honestly, I think it might have something to do with the fact that both times I went camping, I both almost got frostbite in one hand, and I got bit by a fucking spider in the other. Like, to the point where my hand was starting to gray out a little bit. So, and for my Halloween costume, I was going steampunk, and I got these fingerless gloves, which I really like because they keep, like, the majority of my hand warm, while my fingies can actually, like, grab things. I really like it. I might have to just start wearing fingerless gloves, but you know. Ah, oh. That's what you meant. Well, yes, exactly. That's it. There are no chili flakes, no garlic, no dragons. Just a lot of salt. Ah, yes, the British spice. Aha. I'm like a bland, salted soup. So a classic case of boredom, I see. Do you know that feeling when nothing exciting is going on in your life? Like life isn't bad, but also not particularly fun. Tried visiting a circus. Huh? Perhaps you could find something fun there. Sarasith right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is just my good buddy Sarasith, who I'm playing Ace Attorney with later today, along with my other good buddy, Sketchmouse. Shameless promotion, let's go! I'm not into the whole circus thing. Clowns scare me. I always think they have ulterior motives. The way they look at me with their empty eyes and wide smiles. Ugh. Scary. But apart from that, I'm trying. I tried singing, but what is singing if not the telling of a tale? How can I sing of things if I never lived through anything? I've also explained my reasoning on why this is just naysaying 3 times. Not that anyone has seen, not that I've ever released those VODs, now that I think about it. I'll release this VOD. Somebody remind me to release this VOD. Hold on. Sorry, I was looking at something that was happening in the house. What do you mean? Well, day in, day out, I live in the same green soup of routines. Oh, so now it's a green soup. I thought it was a bland soup, where you only put carrots in there. Carrots and chicken broth. That is actually a really boring soup, just like 2 ingredients. I suppose if that's all you have, that's all you have. Sure, I have my forest and I look after it, but I want to get out there and see something. Like, for example, listen to the song I started writing. It also does not help my attention span that my coffee is not done yet, and I've done this twice already. I was kind of hoping it would save, but it did not save. Why do I have a hammer in my hand? And I don't mean like a, what's the word? I don't mean like a construction hammer. This is more like a mallet, a wee little mallet. Oh, right, I used this for Ace Attorney. Or want to use it for Ace Attorney. But I haven't, but Ryunosuke never says anything that's, gavel-worthy. Maybe I'll use it for this. Does it come through? Yes! Just not through Discord, apparently. Okay, so if it doesn't come through Discord, I probably shouldn't use it for Ace Attorney. That is 100% only for you guys, apparently. It's a good thing I tested that out. For once. I wish to be a hero, slaying mighty drakes. I wish to meet a pretty nymph. Nymph? A nymph? What the fuck is a nymph? Okay, I can't lose it in the first chapter. I have to get further than the demo. Resting by the lakes. Good. Oh, really? You think so? Well, perhaps it has a nice flow to it. It really does. In fact, it could be the opening of this thing called an I Want song. You know, when in musicals, like, you know, the main character starts singing, like, I don't remember if Once Upon a December counts, but I know Mirabelle's, Mirabelle had one. I know Moana had one. The guy who didn't like musicals didn't have one. In fact, he actively avoided it. He hated singing. But nothing actually happens in it, because all I do is sit around and wish for things to happen. I don't even know what nymphs do. I never met one. Taxes, maybe? No, I don't think so. I would love to sing about the exciting magical things I encounter. But to be honest, the most exciting thing in my life is coming to your tavern and discovering new drinks. There's one in Honolulu, one in Moscow too. Not a lot of songs you can write about that. I wouldn't mind a jingle. I'll think of one. Can I mention nymphs? I'd prefer if you didn't. Okay. Maybe one day I'll get to offer them their own jingle. In the meantime, can I offer you a drink? Yes, I'd love a drink. Usual? Yes, please. That means a swift strike in case... That means a swift... Oh man, this is... I have to... Why do I choose visual novels on Monday? Why do I choose visual novels on Monday? That means a swift strike, in case you forgot. Thank you for the reminder, Fable. It's my favorite. It always makes me feel like a featherlight nymph floating on the waves of a sunny lake. You want to be with a nymph or be the nymph? Both? But mostly I want a swift strike. Message received. Although... No. No one's allowed back here. This is my tavern. Although, I was wondering... I've been coming to your tavern for so long, and I still don't know anything about how you make your drinks. Could you show me? No. I'm sorry, but I took an oath to take the secrets of mixology to my grave. Oh my word. Really? No, but I do value my secret recipes. I understand. I guess I'll just have to try and recreate the swift strike from memory alone. Good luck with that. I shall make you a proper one for reference. Alright, so a swift strike, if I recall. This is dexterity. We need 3 parts, stacks. 1, 2, 3, and that autofills. Then I think we would need... I don't remember what we need after that. Order, yeah. Okay, so it is the Constitution, and it is that aces. Ding ding. Oh, I sent somebody a thank you message twice. Not a duplicate either, like 2 different messages. I'm losing my goddamn brain. Somebody call the Wizard of Oz, I'm replacing him. And getting a brain myself. Here you go, enjoy. Thank you. This is exactly what I needed. I don't know why for Fable I do, like, such a soft voice. I guess because they are very, like, timid character and a very, like, nervous. I have another visual novel later today. What do I do for that? What do I do for my voice? These adventures you dream of, aren't you scared they'll be the end of you? Maybe, but how would I know if I never try? I think after today, I am running downstairs to get coffee, and running back up here. I heard a duck. What the hell? It's winter. Do you actually want to try? Well, yes, I want to tell great stories, but... But what? Oh, that's not a duck. That's the bird. Why did I think it quacked before? Maybe I need the coffee sooner than I thought. Never mind. I love this guy. How can I help you? A drink. For you? No. For the bard. Yes, me. I go very soft for Fable, and then I go Batman for him. Them. Her. It's really unclear. I can't tell. The character design in this isn't triangle or hourglass. How do I know what gender they are? Are they the triangle gender or the hourglass gender? My favorite fucking... It's my favorite video game thing. Right, what kind? Drinkable. Very specific, thank you. How about a spoken heart? Some charisma couldn't hurt. Sure, whatever. Dork. Okay, spoken heart is... I remembered! This should be digestible, maybe even tasty. Thanks, dork. Almost washes away the memories of my parents dying that night. In that banshee haunting the loathsome lagoon at night. I do a terrible Batman impression, by the way, just a warning. And her bone-shattering song of sorrow. I also just like to make fun of this character, the Strider characters. Because they're never, like... Because all these characters, like, a lot of these characters when I see them, like, from players in D&D, they're always, like, the edgy introduction of Aragorn from Lord of the Rings, but they never go beyond that once they get to know the group. It's always the Strider aspect, not the full character. Almost. Alright. The brooding type, I see. What are you thinking about, Fable? Just dreams. Yours or someone else's? Mine. Other people seem to have the courage to follow theirs. Why can't I be like that? Isn't that up to you? I wish it was. My brother says my dreams are a fool's errand. That I'm running away from where I belong. We are rangers, Fable. We belong to the woods like the stream that ripples down the mountain. We're the birds and the trees. We keep the balance. It's what we're meant to do. And is that what you want to do? Yes. No. Not really. I want to experience things outside the safe borders of the forest. I want to live a life so full of adventure, boredom will feel like bliss. I want to be brave and strong. And I want to sing songs about my adventures that make other people yearn for that same freedom. Of course, I could never leave the Ashen Grove behind forever. It's my home. But there's nothing wrong with going away from time to time, right? Sorry, I got distracted because I just noticed the snowman, and I'm thinking if this was a point and click, that snowman would, like, jump up and all of its body parts would spin independently of each other before landing perfectly. Oh, damn it! No. Then you should do what your heart desires. Oh, there we go. Oh, oops. I mean, my brother looks after the grove, as well as my sisters. I think it'd be fine without me. Will it stop aching then, after I said follow your heart's desire? I think so, yes. What if... It's wrong to leave, though. What if destiny never meant for me to leave? What if it did? That would be a dream come true. Be your own genie, Fable. Your adventures start with you. Also, don't trust a genie. You ever meet a genie, tell them to come here, and tell them no. Thank you, Innkeeper. You really are the most exciting part of my day. Bye. Part of me wonders if later on I can suggest adventurers to each other for parties. Greetings, traveler. How may I help you? You own this establishment in Keep? Last time I checked. With whom do I have the pleasure? The name's Carolyn. You can call me Care or Lynn. Couldn't care less. Nice to meet you, Care. Lynn. What can I do for you? Perhaps something to drink? You do the thing with quests, right? So they say. Do you want one? You can have a look at my... Notice board. I thought that was her for a second. Ugh. No quest for me. But I may have one for you, or your notice board. Tell me more. Heard of a werewolf making trouble up in Tregarin. Terrorizing farmers, tearing sheep apart, the whole program. A werewolf? That's news to me. Hold on, my neck. Listen, me too. Didn't see one in almost a decade, and that was far south in Ereve. Been wondering if it's the same one, just moving up, like a nomad. I thought the werewolf hype died along with that one romance novel. Ugh, you mean the one with vampires? Think so? Nah, that just split society into two camps, Team Werewolf or Team Vampire. Which one are you, Innkeep? You know, I have a different reason for saying this each time, and I'm not going to explain any of them. I want people to guess what my reasons might be. Werewolf. Ah, so you're into fangs, are ya? An innkeep never tells. You little rascal, I like you. Likewise, what about you? Vampires. Why? The wolves are too close to my kin, and yeah, I'd prefer to stay away from them. Is that why you don't want to take care of the werewolf yourself? Yes. No. I'm just afraid he might look a little too much like my Uncle Dragon. Dragan. My Uncle Dragan. Would feel bad slaying that fella. You know, hunched back, hairy, crooked teeth. Is that a werewolf or just Uncle Dragon? You can't tell. Same fate befell Aunt Olga. Sorry to hear that. Nah, that hag had it coming. Never fall behind your grooming schedule, or before you know it, the next wannabe Van Helsing will strike you down with a silver arrow. Do the Van Helsings also hunt werewolves? Don't know. Don't care enough to check. Either way, that southern werewolf, yeah? Right. Anything else that might help others get done with it rather swiftly? Fetch. Pardon me? Should they get into a dangerous situation, they'll just have to start playing fetch. That works? On any dog, trust me. Good to know. Thanks, Lynn. It's not that hard. Either Care, or Lynn. Gotcha, Care. Alright, Chief. You got a name, or is it just Innkeep? Just Innkeep for now. Playing hard to get, I see. Well, Innkeep, before I venture on, you got a drink for me? Of course. What would you like? I'll take something powerful. Something with a whole lot of strength. And don't you dare give me any of that watered-down muck instead. Give me a second, I'm just putting on my cloak again. I am Bumra, No, wait, I sound like Muscle Man, what the fuck? wait. Okay, do not... If you're not a professional, imitator. That's the word. If you're not a professional imitator, Don't try to do character voices. Anyway, so I'm gonna keep trying to do character voices. Drink with zero water as requested. Not bad. Not bad. Just what I was craving. Thanks. Where will you head from here? Perhaps back west, through the Ashen Grove. Got some business to take care of. What kind of business? Busy business? Personal business. Oh, never mind then. Care to elaborate? No. But you won't stop asking until I do, will you? No. My cousin claims her crops are being stolen by undead snails. Obviously, I'm pretty sure she's hallucinating. But I did hear some folks complaining about an undead uptick in the west, so might as well humor her. And make sure she hasn't turned into an undead snail herself. Something like that, yeah. It's odd, isn't it? Resurrecting the dead. It's certainly unconventional. That's one way to put it. I think there's not much use digging up the past. It's just going to open wounds you stapled shut. Well, that's why you don't staple them shut, but you know. I'm not going to say that to a person I just gave a Southern brawler to. Or eat your face. The past haunts everyone willing to listen. Would you mind talking like a normal person? I ain't exactly up for philosophizing. My personal philosophy is more gun. And if that don't work, even more gun. You started this conversation, and I'm ending it. Alright, well, then. If you find any more rumors, for me or need aid, don't shy away from coming back. I'm more of a lone wolf, don't do groups. But sure, for more work, I'll be back. I'll be waiting. Speaking of rumors, you know how to turn them into proper quests, right? Don't want them to go to waste. I got it. Good. Good. Enjoy the lone wolfing. Alright, time to assemble a quest. Alright, that one, and that one, and these are... I wonder where the Loathsome Lagoon is. I'm gonna go get myself some coffee right now. I'll be back. Oakley dokley, I'm back, Rooney. I just need, oh, shoot this over to here. We are. What's up? Birthday. Sorry, 1 second. I'll be with you in a moment, Fable. Eating. Cause I'm hungry. Very hungry. Ah, the cloak. Dot, dot, dot. What do you have there, Fable? I found this on your notice board. It says a werewolf is terrorizing Dragarin. Is that true? It is indeed. Have you sent anyone after it yet? Maybe that hooded guy from yesterday? Not yet. What kind of hero are you, looking for? One who knows their way around difficult terrain, woods even, preferably one who's good with a bow. One who tells me they want the quest. Ah! I am good with the bow. Yes, Fable. Nom 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 nom. And I know my way around any woods. I know, Fable. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. And dot dot dot. And maybe I want the quest. Just maybe? No, not just maybe. Since yesterday, all I've been able to think about is you telling me to follow my heart. Mm-hmm. And what does your heart tell you? And then I step into your tavern, and the quest practically jumps out at me, and I think, hey, there's a start for an adventure. It's near a forest. You know forests. You live in a forest. And werewolves are basically just normal wolves, but slightly scarier because they're also human. But you've talked to humans before. And you've got silver arrows for your birthday last year. And they're just collecting dust in your room. And... Ah, pure black coffee. Mmm. With a hint of singe. Did I overdo this? Or is the brand just awful? I didn't buy this one, so it is not to my taste preferences. I'm sorry, Fable, go on. I promise I'm listening. And I thought I could ask you if anyone had taken it yet. And then I didn't think that far ahead. I see. Or rather, I did, but then I thought, what if I take the quest? Then I have to go on the quest. I have to fight the werewolf, or talk to the werewolf, which is worse. Because what if the werewolf doesn't like me? And what if when I try to shoot it with my silver arrow, I miss and shoot a I need to... Hold on. Sorry, something just hit me like a fucking truck. I need to go say hi to somebody. It's been a minute. Where are you? There you are. Hello. Sorry. I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to do better because I have a weird habit of like accidentally hermiting myself and like disappearing for months on end. I'm like a cat in that way, like an outdoor cat. I'm trying to be better at not doing that. I miss and shoot a tree instead, and the tree would be mad at me. Well, the nymph inside would. But it wouldn't really matter, because I'd be dead, because of the werewolf. That took a quick turn. But maybe I should put the quest back. I gotta pull up Possum's stream again. No, Possum. Table? Yes? Do you want me to tell you to take the quest? Maybe. No. I can't make the decision for you. It's actually illegal. Neither can I. Whenever I have to make a difficult decision, it's like I freeze in place. Hold on, where's my notepad? I just thought of a quest idea. For my campaign world, anyway. And suddenly, I'm unable to move until someone makes the decision for me. Like a slime. A frozen slime. A frozen slime that can't move. I've met slimes less anxious than you. You've met slimes? My tavern is open to everyone. Oh, right. What do slimes drink? Water. More slime. Bones. You sell bones? Only to slimes. Ah! Maybe you'll be able to add my bones to your menu soon. You'll just have to pick them up from the forest floor. I think I'd have a hard time convincing a werewolf to give up free bones. This feels incredibly racist to werewolves, I'm just saying, like... We just called them people. We just... Hold on. Not there, not there. And werewolves are basically just normal wolves, but slightly scarier because they are also human. Unless this world is going all in on 50% dog, 50% man. Or woman. We don't discriminate. Why are you so anxious, Fable? In general? We'd be here all day. About taking the quest. It seems to me that you want to take it, but you're trying to talk yourself out of it instead. Oh, well, I do want to go on that quest. Werewolves may not be the best muses, but it would make a good start for a song, right? The prelude of an epic. Fable, the protector of the woods. The world, the worms. The worms? They seem like they need protecting. I want to hug you. I want to hug you really bad. But every time I think about embarking on a quest, and I start to think more deeply about what might happen, all my bones start to shake and I feel dizzy. Is there something making you feel like you might fail? Aside from the bloodthirsty werewolf, we don't know what it's thirsty for. It might prefer orange juice. Hold on, let me write down this idea. Steals Hold on. Damn it. Why is this so, like... There we go. Thank you, pencil. Anyway. It might. Well, heroes have history, right? Great feats they can look back on to prove their bravery. And, you know, the thing that makes them get called heroes, you know, they weren't heroes before they did it. Inspirational adventures that remind them of the light and the dark. I have the opposite of that. Great mistakes and epic regrets. Like the Mary Morgan incident. Or my first encounter with the Amaranthian Hydra. Or the reason why nobody wants to spend time with me. Okay. So I know all of these. I kind of wish I could just skip them because it takes a bit and I want to get to the new content and I'm a little impatient. Mary Morgan. Yes, the Mary Morgan incident. Didn't you hear about that? Oh, thank Gaia, word didn't get around. It was my very first adventure. The chance to finally escape from the daily grind. What happened? Did I just get a message? Hold on. Oh no, damn it. It was telling me my phone is sufficiently charged. Motherfucker. I've been waiting for a call for about a week now, so I'm a little on edge about it. An adventuring party was on their way passing through the Ashen Grove. Due to the Slaven spirits, it gets fairly foggy at night. And the fog bears great danger to anyone who isn't acquainted with the spirits who call it home. So they wanted guidance from a local ranger, a merchant up in Tregarin, who recommended me. My guess is Tregarin is like that over there. I agreed to help, of course. My first adventure, yay! I was so excited, but also very nervous. Of course, it had to go wrong. I think it was the nerves. Why were you so nervous? New people, seasoned adventurers, are one stronger than the next. All in shining armor and armed to the teeth. I wanted to leave a good impression, but my bad luck got in the way. The other thing that's messing me up sometimes is the allergy meds are starting to kick in. Ugh. So my airways are like opening up significantly better, which is also making me go. It tickles in the bad way. How did it go wrong? I felt their condescending glares on my back as I walked them through the woods. Of course, I don't know whether they actually glared, but fear got a hold of me and I led them astray. I must have blacked out. I got forever lost in the woods. I've never gotten lost in the woods before. Oh, there's an ad break in 1:40. I'm probably going to go AFK real quick to take a few bites and do a little side things that I'm thinking of right now. And then I'll be back. 1:30. But this time I did. I couldn't see well. There was blood rushing in my ears and I felt dizzy. So for some stupid reason I led them along a path no one should ever take. Past the riverbanks of the Shivermere, home to the Mary Morgan. You know of the Mary Morgan, yes? The wrathful spirit that's known to drown men. Not sure if she really differentiates between genders, though. For some reason, I led them right into her arms. I got scared, and in the end, they had to save me. They fought the creature, and we finally found a way out when dawn broke. And the fog ebbed away. Ugh. Allergies suck. I couldn't look at them for the rest of the journey, and I silently bid my farewells when we reached the other side of the Ashen Grove. I was too embarrassed to speak. I'm sure I'm still the laughingstock of every one of their gatherings. How am I ever supposed to set foot in the adventuring world again? To be fair, it could have been worse, and we'll figure that out after the ad break. Anyway, everyone have fun. Goodbye. Hey Twitch, why would you tell me an ad break is starting if there's no ads? Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, motherfucker! There it is. Okie dokies, I'm back. Sorry about that. What? No. Shh. Shh. Play possum. Shh. I had my phone. I have my phone on Play Possum. I'm gonna skip over here. I have my phone on my buddy Play Possum's stream. Huh. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm looking at two different windows, and one of them is, like, tilted a little bit, so the shadows are different. And Fable looks like the most evil being that is about to kill me in the world. On the other monitor, it is so funny. I just took pictures for later. Anyway, my bad. Okay, I'm going to go back to doing the thingy, thingamabob. It could have been worse, they say. I could have led them right into the arms of the wyvern chimera that was. Sorry, hold on, wait. I'm just kind of finally understanding what they're saying. A wyvern chimera. Every time I hear that fucking bird, I think it's a Lucifer joining a Discord call. God damn it. That resides in the Quag Mangrove. They say it has a taste for adventurers. But you didn't. But I didn't. Hydra. Well, just a day after it arrived to guard the portal to the Dream Plane Avalon, I wanted to be polite and neighborly, so I brought it some homemade biscuits. I burned them a little in the oven, but I thought since it had fire breath it wouldn't mind. So I approached the Amaranthian Hydra, and I have this whole speech prepared about how I'm looking forward to having it around, and how its green scales match my hat. But it was so tall and intimidating, I forgot all about what I wanted to say. So I just set down the biscuits and smiled awkwardly. It looked at my biscuits and then at me, and it said, "By the rivers and the stars stands a man who reads the firmament's past. Some things are as sturdy as the gilded ice. Some things are changing as Leviathan's sea. All chimeras hate mice. All hydras love tea." I thought to myself, wow, the Amaranthian Hydra has given me a riddle. A quest! Maybe this shall be my first adventure. But I couldn't figure out the answer, so I left. I tried to solve the riddle for 3 days. I was too ashamed to set foot in front of it again, lest it know that I was not worthy of its wisdom. But then I couldn't take it anymore, and I ran back, apologized, and begged it for the answer. Turns out that's just how it speaks. It wanted tea. Did you get it some? Yes. Then you completed its quest. 3 days late. If it had needed an antidote, it would have died. Would-haves are about as useful as an antidote when you haven't been poisoned. They changed nothing. I have spoken. I suppose you have a point. Why does no one want to spend time with you? Because I'm unlucky. I'm unlucky whenever good things are supposed to happen, I ruin them. See, this one is hard because it feels like a personal attack. No matter how easy things might be, nothing seems easy enough for me. Imagine there's one nail snicking. Snicker snack. Imagine there's one nail sticking out in the whole kingdom. Everyone would pass by it except me. I'd get caught on it and rip my cloak. Did that happen once? Once? I wish it had just been once. It feels like my life only follows a path that's most embarrassing. Oh, okay, cool. Or dangerous. Or dangerously embarrassing. That's actually good for adventurers. The curse of ill luck follows me wherever I go, like an adventuring companion who secretly wants to kill you. No one wants to hang out with someone who naturally attracts bad things. I just popped my middle spine. Oh my god. Ooh. Oh my god. Hold on, I'm just unpretzeling myself, evidently. Oh. Strife, why are you always so dizzy all the time? Well, you see, because my body is broken. You're too harsh on yourself, Fable. Am I? See, just last week I wanted to gather fresh flowers. Daffodils are blooming, and they make for a nice bouquet, you know? Or hair accessories. They always calm my anxiety when I have them around. But me being me, I confuse them with their evil twin, the Weeping Amaryllis. Now guess what I spent the whole day afterwards doing? Weeping? Like a baby, all day long. When I plucked them, they released their spores and I started crying. I suddenly felt all the sadness in the world rush over me. I've never been so heartbroken. There's a song. You can write a song about the Weeping Amaryllis. Spread the word. I'm sorry, that sounds horrible, Fable. It was. Between the tears and the sobs, I managed to make a tincture out of hogweed. It eased the pain, but the tears wouldn't stop coming until dawn. I'm so silly sometimes. There's nothing wrong with picking flowers. There is if they're the wrong flowers. Imagine if I had offered them to the adventurers, or even worse, the Hydra. That would have been so embarrassing. I don't think gifting others flowers to make them a little happier is embarrassing, and it would have made for a good story to laugh about together. I don't think they would have laughed about it with me, more at me. Maybe they would laugh with you, if you choose not to run away. You seem to assign a cruel sense of humor to people that actually haven't shown you such a thing yet. Not everyone thinks about you the way you think about yourself. That would be nice. Innkeeper? Yes? Do you like spending time with me? Yes. Really? Of course. Seeing your face in my tavern brightens even the cloudiest of days. That feels like a pickup line that you would give to a friend. Note to self, never use it. Oh, I noticed a weird thing. No, we're still going. Okay, sorry, the thing I used to make sure that, like, the stream isn't, like, hiccuping or anything, because it's harder on my end when I'm looking at things, just kind of went out. So let me go fix that. There we are. Excellent, excellent, and excellent. Where's my... There it is. Please never stop coming around. I won't. You make me feel a lot less alone. Thank you. That's because you're not alone. Not as long as my tavern and I are here. You better not go anywhere. Not planning on it. Anyhow. You seem to be very insecure. I think that's the biggest problem here. But how can I not be when everything I touch falls apart? You know that isn't true. You're right, I'm a great gardener. Everything grows around me, but I seem to just get smaller. Except zucchinis. I can't figure out how to grow those. In a way, I'm like a zucchini. I'm insecure because I don't know what I'm capable of. You'll have to find that out then. Like, on a quest? For example. Don't you think I'm a little underleveled? Do you think that will change by sitting around? I guess not. Someone has to help those people, right? What if I don't, and then no one else comes around? What if I'm the only chance they got? But what if I'm not? What if there's someone better? The best thing you can do is try to help them. So what if another adventurer swings by and they're able to make the situation better? Isn't that a good thing? 4 hands are better than 2, and who knows, you might even end up forming a party. Oh! And besides, if it's a perfect hero they want, they'll be waiting forever. I didn't think about it like that. Maybe I shouldn't decide to give up before I even try. After all, I am a very fast runner, so if I screw up, I can just run away. That's the spirit. It's okay. I'm a coward too. Okay, I, Fable, a great... The fucking bird call again. I'm gonna yell at Lucifer later for the... I feel like one of Pavlov's dogs right now, just every time I hear that squawk. I, Fable, a great gardener and, future hero, charmer of nymphs, am going to embark on this quest and save the villagers. And I shall return victorious. Did I do it right? Yes. Good job. I leave the quest in your capable hands, brave adventurer. Would you like a drink to aid on your journey? Yes. Do you have something that can make me more nimble and quiet so the werewolf won't see me coming? Cheap viewers? Wow. I love cheap viewers. I also love banning bots. Thank you. Thank you for showing yourself to me so I could destroy you. Something with a lot of dexterity. If I want to fight, I'm going to need that surprise round advantage. Or maybe something that can help me with diplomacy? Perhaps it's just a hungry lost Lycan after all, and it only needs a pep talk and a hug. Maybe we could even be friends. But I would need something with a lot of charisma for that. I will leave the choice up to you. Just make sure you don't pick a random recipe. Please keep it to one of the abilities I asked for. Remember, your choice can influence my fate. It could change the entire outcome of the quest. But of course, I'm sure you're already aware of that. Sorry for backseat mixing. Alright, so I always do this, but I'm going to do it once more. We're gonna make a spoken heart. Because I want to see what the spoken heart does. Ugh. Ugh. Oh my god, my nose. I still can't smell. Nothing. This should do it. Thank you. I feel much better. Braver. Farming. No, wait, that sounds more like I'm tending to a farm. There are a lot of farmers in Tregaron. And you're good at growing things. You could even give them tips. Or, you know, just help out around the farm. If I've learned anything, is that adventurers are more appreciated when they actually help doing mundane shit. I should 100% also mute one of the servers because it is loud. I'm going to protect them all. Or talk to them until they feel better. I'm sure they could use that too. I just hope I don't have to fight anyone. No, I'll be okay. Because of your help, I'll be able to talk myself out of any situation. Thank you again. I think this drink gave me the courage I needed to get started. You got this, Fable. I'll try. Have some faith in yourself. Okay, I got this. Much better. Oh, I almost forgot. I was thinking about how much your words helped me yesterday. And how I'd like to thank you properly if I ever did end up taking a quest, so... I brought you some phoenix chilies from my garden. They seemed like something you might enjoy. They possess magical properties. If you plant them in the right soil, they can grow to be fire resistant. And consumption can pass that on to mortals like us? Exactly. I thought they might go well with your drinks. They will, thank you, Fable. That's a very thoughtful gift. Since I'm waiting for another shipment of infusions in a few days, I'll take a look at them all together later. Of course. I'm glad you like them. Maybe I'll order a drink with some next time. But first I have to complete my quest. I'll see you post-victory. I hope Fable will be alright. I hope they don't run into a clown. Or maybe they should. They could become friends. I hope they don't run into a clown, or maybe they should. They could become friends. What a line. Fable the mighty hero and their best friend, the magical clown. Doesn't that sound good? Saving that for Sarasith later. Hey, it's Batman. You again. Me again. Dork. I don't know why I think I'm going more Lego Batman now that I'm thinking about it. Or like, who is it? The Epic Rap Battles of History, because of the dork. And who are you? Fabio Cortez. Someone who wants a drink. What kind? Drink. Yes, I get it. Could you try being more specific? That spoken heart one tasted. Fine. Thank you. I feel like I've been making nothing but spoken hearts. If you hear my nose more, excuse me. Spoken heart just for you. Maybe it will help you find more words. Good attempt. Perfectly drinkable. Might make me come back for more. Might not. Thank you. Enjoy. Charming. Oh ho ho, ho ho ho, we are Santa's elves, ho ho. Hey, Play Possum. What the hell happened to these two? So a vampire and a dwarf walk into a tavern covered in slime. A little tavern talk, eh? Yeah, the full version for a change. At least I'm assuming that's a vampire. They could be a very, very in-deep, undercover cop. That's a vampire. Careful. You'll step on my cape. Oh, shush. Greetings, travelers. How may I help you? Ugh. Not another one of those empty babblers. I can confidently say I'm all but empty. That's what they all say. Seems they've given ye some more dialogue options than most, but that don't convince me just yet. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Course not. Probably forgot to give ye enough intellect. Would surprise me if there was actually a brain inside that skull. Are you would act like a full-on PC? I'm sure there is. Have you checked? No, but I can assure you I'm different from your average background character. Sure. I must agree, you look much more delicious than they usually do. Thank you, though I should let you know I'm not on the menu. If you try to eat the innkeeper, you will be promptly executed. Don't worry too much about him. He's a tad quirky. I see. That thing on your shoulder, is it quirky too? What the? Ah! My cape! Your cape. That's not his cape. That green fella on his shoulder is an ooze, or what's left of it. And the rest of it is on you? Aye. Pretty tough to clean off. May I ask how that happened? You just did. Maybe I can offer you two a drink in exchange for the story and your names. Yes, I love stories. Well then, may I have your name? No, but I shall tell it to you. I'm Sir Alphonse Louis Frederick Dick. Oh my god. Sir Alphonse Louis Frederick Duquette Desang? Oh my god. It's long for Kyle. Kyle? Kyle. So we have the role player, and we have the min-maxer, it sounds like. Well, Kyle, what kind of drink can I offer you? Blood! Or if you're out, I would also settle for something that tastes like blood. Or looks like it. Red is my favorite color. I'll look for something with red in it. Yeah, that's pretty much just a southern brawler. I'm almost blood for you, sir. Oh, thank you so kindly. That looks delicious. It also tastes delicious. Very alive. Maybe as a chaser, you could let me have a bite? No. Okay. And to whom may I offer the second drink? Rhea Frost Grip. Nice to meet. Yeah, skip. Just serve me something strong, something that feels durable, tough, like a mountain or the caves of Ur. One of those frosted lagoons look close enough. Coming right up. Frosted lagoon. You know, I can appreciate the fact that they've actually called it by name. I've never made this before, actually. Oh, it's just literally the opposite of a... almost the exact opposite of a spoken heart. I've just decided I needed to feed Andu. And if they're going to skip my dialogue, then I'm going to skip their drink. A taste of her, just for you, valued customer number 2. Oh, are you hitting the placeholder text? Let me try. I see you're many things, but not a liar. Tastes like a pile of rocks, just how I like it. Tastes like a pile of rocks. So, Rhea, Kyle, what about that ooze-filled story? Fine, guess you've earned it. Alright, picture me, deep in the mountains of Dulvmer, with my trusty axe and a good drink by my side. There I was, minding me own business, digging for the good stuff, you know? Hit a gold vein earlier and deemed myself the luckiest dwarf of all time. Had a real big old pile of gold. And suddenly, this big ooze comes along and slurp! Gone it was. This is a very boring story. Perhaps we could go looking for my cape now. It's nearly sunrise. And the sun kills ye. Oh, right. Did the ooze also eat the cape? Yes. No. Oh. Anyways, I wouldn't call myself the best warrior, but when the ooze slurped me gold, I had to do something. So I took my shovel, and dug and hit, and dug, and hit, until there was nothing left of the ooze anymore. Oh, almost nothing. So did you dig out your gold? Silly food! She dug out me! Guess what he was clinging on to? The gold. Oh, yes! A big gold nugget! Should be enough to get me to Barovia. And perhaps it could even get me a dandy new cape. I don't think so, Sunshine. We had a deal. Ah, we did. Please allow me to ask a question. What was that deal again? I get ye to Barovia so you can participate in your fancy vampire banquet, and in return, I get the gold. But what about my cape? Where did you last see your cape? Oh, that was me. Don't even bother, it's a lost cause. We looked everywhere on our way here. Fought cursed chests, many-eyed monstrosities, undead goons. And I started to wonder, where in his life did this man put his cape? Where everyone puts their cape. Do you know where I put me capes? Where? In a wardrobe! Oh. So you wear it inside the wardrobe land? What? No. Kyle, maybe we could find someone to retrieve your cape for you. We could? Phenomenal! I could put out a quest for you, but for that we'd need a little more information. Good luck with that. First, I need to know where you last saw your cape. I was getting ready to go to the annual vampire banquet hosted by Lord Strut in Barovia. While getting dressed, I realized I couldn't find my cape. My first thought was, of course I cannot find it. The cape of invisibility is playing tricks on me, and it's quite moody sometimes. which is truly unfortunate when you want to wear it for an important event. We all know how important a fancy cape is for flaunting your vampire status. Of course. Then what was the last vampire event you wore the cape to? My wedding. You're married? Your wedding? When I married my sweet Evelyn, I simply had to wear my most treasured cape to show how important she was to me. Evelyn, the vampiric Countess Evelyn, residing in Morrow Castle. That would be her? Congratulations, are you still married? Of course not, I hate her, every inch of her body. Turns out she just wanted... Spit it out, leech. Oh. What? My cape! Ah, rats, here we go again. My sweet Evelyn stole my cape. What now? That little mean, vicious, beautiful beast, her! That thief of thieves robbed me of my most precious possession. Wouldn't that be your heart? No! I had that taken out centuries ago. But my cape, I could never live without that. Oh, sweet, sweet Evelyn, how could you do this to me? I trusted her with all I had. That's rough, buddy. Perhaps, innkeeper, that's your name, right? Sure. Do you think there's a courageous adventurer out there brave enough to retrieve my precious cape for me? I'm afraid that my sweetest Evelyn will kill me on sight if I ever set foot in her villa again. Yes, I think we can find such an adventurer. We're setting up that search right now. Where could a brave adventurer find Morrow Castle? Deep past the abyss of dread, at the foot of a mountain range that looks like a witch's bosom, towers the mansion of my dear Evelyn. Queen of Darkness, Temptress of Men, Flamenco Champion of 1467. The right hero should be able to outsmart her and escape with her life. But be wary, she bites. And she may be invisible now. Alright, I think I've got everything I need. I'll write up a quest for you. I'm sure you'll have your cape back in no time. I hope so. That reminds me. Not another cursed monologue. Innkeep, quickly, another drink. I don't think I can make it through another tale of woe without some artificial stamina. I need another lagoon. I'll see what I can do. Some liquid stamina for our valued guest. Let me try. You got it right again. I might even last till dayfall with this. Kyle, would you like another drink as well? No, I cannot drink now that I have been consumed with thoughts of my love's betrayal. Oh, it ails me so. Everything ails ye. The whole way here you were complaining about having to walk. My bat form doesn't work like it used to. I'm out of practice, and the slime weighs heavily on my shoulders. And my back is all itchy. By the dragons, could it be because you insisted on sunbathing? Oh right, innkeeper. Do you have a drink to protect me from the sun? Perchance something that would also moisturize my delicate skin. I'm afraid not. Oh. It reminds me, my Aunt Mathilda used to harness the power of saliva for sun's protection. A chimera. A thing, beast made out of several animals. Got 3 heads and all, made by the dragons to guard Gaia. Likes to eat people for breakfast. I'm aware, I just didn't know its saliva could be so useful. Ah. If only I hadn't eaten that delectable bear chimera in the Scarlet Caves. I could have asked for a sample of its saliva. I'm sure that would have gone over well. Actually, I might know where to find one. Really? Will you get it for me then? No. Oh? What? Why are you looking at me like that? Miss Frostgrip, dearest Rhea, perhaps we can alter our deal. No, nay, forget it, I ain't going. With nothing on me but a shovel and ooze goop, I'd be no match for such a beast. No problem, I can make it another quest for my trusted board. And when will it be done? Tell me, when can I walk among mortals in the glistening sunlight once more? As soon as a fearless adventurer picks it up and succeeds. Especially the part where they succeed. If they fail, you get nothing. Splendid! Did you hear that? A quest just for me. Let's leave it at 2. Say and keep while we wait for someone to do his work for him. Do you perhaps have a room for 2? Possibly a room without sunlight. Wouldn't want Snow White to go up in flames over here. Sure thing. I've got a couple of barred up rooms. You can stay there. How much? You can pay when you leave. Grand. Seems like they gave you more personality than usual. Keep it up. Maybe you'll become a real boy one day. Maybe you'll become a real dwarf one day. I don't know many dwarves that lose their gold. Thank you. Enjoy your stay. You too, tasty creature. I have 2 quests I need to make. Alright, so... Okay, so we're going to... Banshee, Undead... Not that. Oh, my word. Rookie vampire is looking for his cape. He seems a bit confused. Wanted to go for a stroll in the sun. No. Okay, great. So... Can I, like, save here? Can I reuse this? Alright, so I think... Because this is purposely referencing the cape. So these are for the wyvern, all 3 of these. And this is about... Okay, so I think this is good. On a mild morning, On a mild summer morning, a senile vampire came to look for his cape of invisibility at the Wayfarer's Inn. After steady questioning, the innkeeper uncovered that he lost his cape at his wedding, where his ex-wife, Countess Evelyn, stole it from him. She resides at the foot of the Witch's Wrath Peak. Venture to the peak and dare to retrieve the long-lost cape, but beware, she might be invisible. The one thing that stands a chance against the grueling curse of the sun is chimera saliva, apparently. Source, Aunt Mathilda, a vampire. A wyvern chimera resides in the Quag Mangrove. Adventurers beware, you might be on its menu. I think I missed a couple of the ad breaks, but to be fair, I've been distracted. According to the Amaranthian Hydra, a chimera's hatred for mice is universal truth. Or maybe it just rhymed with ice. Who can say? And then let's look at these. We have a lot of like rumors about undead, but we haven't done anything with it. Deep in the Quag Mangroves resides a wyvern chimera. Its scales and claws are a valuable treasure to any alchemist. Its saliva even more so. As it happens, a certain vampire may be able to use the rare saliva to produce a sunscreen so effective that even he could walk in broad daylight. Is there any adventurer or mouse brave enough to confront the beast, the chimera, not the vampire, and bring back a bucket of saliva? Okay, that's decent. Okay. I was worried that I would need to lead it on with the vampire looking for his cape / wanting to be in the sun. I'm kind of glad that they auto-corrected that, in a sense. Chapter 3. New friends and former enemies. Oh, a bunch of people know each other, huh? My shipment of infusions finally arrived this morning. I now have access to some fey crystals and frozen pine cones. Together with Fable's Phoenix chilies, I have 3 infusions now. I'll unpack them later when I have some time. I have a feeling they'll be of use soon. Diplomacy is key. You know, the fact that both of them are here, I have a feeling something might have went wrong. So, innkeep, a drink for me and this lanky pal. It's good to see you two, Care. She meant to say please. Welcome back, Fable. You look alive. Thank you, I am. That seems like a given. I'm just happy to see them doing well, and with a friend. We ain't friends. We're not? So you two didn't form a party? No. Oh. Then what's the drink about? They may be very annoying, but they did just help me solve a family feud of 10 years. Wait, what? So I do owe them some of your dishwater, at the very least. Family feud? I wouldn't call it a feud. More of a miscommunication. No, it was a feud. I feel like feud implies a certain level of hostility. I was going to kill him. I thought that was a joke. It wasn't. Oh. Oh! But no one died. No. Elfie here was able to prevent that. It's Fable. Whatever. I feel like just because Care is here, like the switch becomes more effeminate than I intend it to be for Fable. Does this perchance have something to do with your quest? It does. I stopped her from killing the werewolf. Elaborate, please. I was going to kill the werewolf. They stopped me from killing the werewolf. What's not to get? How do you two dumbasses look me dead in the eyes and not explain what the fuck that means? A lot. I think he is confused because the quest was to save the villagers from the werewolf. And now it sounds like I saved the werewolf from you. Which I did. Kind of. I also remember you saying you didn't want the quest, Care. I didn't. Was there by chance. They were both stealing sheep. Was not. Sure was. Adventuring don't pay what it used to. So you stole other people's sheep. Mind your own business. How did any of this lead to a successful quest? Well, where do I start? How about the beginning? Right. I was born on a half-crescent dreaming moon of the quest fable. All started when I was born. Right, the quest. Traveling there was no trouble. I know enough shortcuts to travel through the Ashen Grove swiftly. I reached the borders of Tregarin right around dusk. The Ashen Grove thins out around there, and you can catch a glimpse of the wide fields and vineyards, as well as see one farm after the other. An idyllic sight. Well, at least before sunset. You have trouble in the dark? Emotionally? Visually. A little. I mean, I reckon I can still see more than a human could, but darkness is darkness, and I am no owl. Thank gods. You're already weird enough. Imagining the damage you'd do if you could turn your head all the way around. Who says I can't? Oh my god. Fable. How do you think people don't like you? That is legitimately the funniest thing. Just kidding. Anyway, luckily darkness doesn't affect my hearing. Not the normal kind. What? Nothing. Okay, I heard a creaking fence and footsteps that were failing at keeping quiet. Your ears are failing at being small. So I snuck closer and I saw a werewolf-esque shape picking up a tiny sheep. I was petting it. Well, I thought she was going to eat it, so I summoned up all my courage and I stepped out of the shadows and said, "Good evening, werewolf. Please put down that sheep." I didn't expect them to be entirely in their right mind, of course, but I wanted to be polite. And I thought I might confuse her, and maybe that would help calm her down. It confused me, alright. Who the heck sees a werewolf and the first thing they do is greet them? A polite person. I love you, Fable. Fable is the best. If anything happens to Fable, I'm killing Care first, then the rest of them, and then myself. Or an insane one. It worked, didn't it? Because I ain't no werewolf. He wasn't that different. But I'm skipping ahead. To my surprise, instead of a growl, the werewolf, or not werewolf, responded with a, "What?" So the confusion plan had worked out. I hadn't really expected that response. So I said again, "Please put down the sheep." And she asked, "Why?" And I said, "Well, because stealing sheep isn't very nice." And she asked who I was. No, I asked, who are you, a guard? I was about to introduce myself when we heard this blood-curdling howl. It sounded like someone had ripped a hole into the fabric of reality, and it pierced it with a horrid yell. Please, it was barely a bark. Don't lick your lips when you say that. Don't lick your Moving on. And it made the blood freeze in my veins. I heard panting and heavy footsteps, and I barely dared to turn around. He turned around immediately. And when I did, I stared into the twisted face of a werewolf, yellow gleaming eyes. Gleaming with jaundice. Sharp teeth, giant claws, he looked like he wanted to eat me right up. He did. But before I could beg for mercy, suddenly something rushed past me and lunged at the werewolf. When I regained my composure, Carolyn and the werewolf were on the ground, fighting tooth and nail. And the sheep you were holding? Obviously, I set it down at that point. Good. So you went to Fable's aid? No, that ain't it. I noticed the wolf's flannel rags. They were blue, checkered, and had an uneven print. Just like the stuff Uncle Dragon he likes to wear. That old fuck. Hey, why can't I say that? Fuck. I mean, I can. I don't know why you can't. What the? Youth protection. The age rating system is quite harsh. Are we Kane? Is this an amazing circus? What the fuck? Ah. Anyway, I was dressed like Uncle Dragon. Smelled like Uncle Dragon. Fought like him too. I was joking when I brought it up before, you know. Haven't seen that old man in years. Was coping about it by joking. That's the only way I can talk about him these days. Because of the feud. Yes. He used to be my favorite uncle, but then he changed. Became irritable and angry. Distant. Fought a lot with Uncle Fedor. Cared more about the moon than he did his own family. Eventually he just left. Ran away without a word. Left us and Uncle Fedor behind, worried senseless. Until we found a letter saying not to look for him, and all their savings missing. Swore I was going to kill him if I ever saw him again. Always thought he just couldn't face up to his problems. Turns out, his solution was to just get the problems as far away from everyone else as possible. Idiot! I do that. Did you talk it out with your fists? I tried, but Elfie stopped me. I'm glad they did. How did you figure that out? Well, she was yelling at him. I didn't understand half of it, but I could tell she was angry and hurt. I tried to get their attention by telling them to stop, but they wouldn't listen, so I shot an arrow right next to both of their heads. My aim was a little shaky, so I ended up grazing Mr. Dragon's ear. But it got them to stop for long enough to start listening to me. I threatened them that if they didn't stop to talk, I would shoot them both. I would never have done that, of course. But they must have believed me, because they actually stopped to listen. I am 100% glad I gave them spoken heart. Looked mighty scary there, little pal. Thank you. Question mark. I sat them down and did my best to be an insurmountable obstacle between them. If they wanted to fight, they would have to go through me. I can only imagine if the two of you stood up right now, Fable would reach, like, maybe Care's stomach. That sounds rather dangerous. 'Twas. Wouldn't have stopped for them. What? You're the size of a stick. You think you could stop two angry wolves? Oh, well, anyway. I used the opportunity to figure out what was going on. And that's how I found out that Mr. Dragon and Carolyn had the miscommunication. Feud. The feud, sure. Turns out that after Mr. Dragon was turned, he was too ashamed to admit it. Oh, so he actually turned into a werewolf. Okay, so Care's people can actually turn into werewolves. Oh, oh, that sounds genuinely awful. Oh, the person I said hi to sent me a crying emoji. That's unfortunate. And the ad starts in 40 seconds, supposedly. But he couldn't stop the changes and ended up hurting all the people he cared about. That's no excuse, of course. No, it ain't. If we had known, we'd have helped him best we could. Ooh, the ad starts in 10 seconds, so I'm going to read 2 more lines. Roughly 10 seconds. At the very least, would have built a sturdy shed with scratch-proof walls for full moons. And didn't think that would have happened. And he didn't think that would have happened, though. So he decided to fix the problem by leaving. Alright, the ad break started, so I'm gonna take a quick break. I am back and the ads are done. So he decided to fix the problem by leaving, deal with it alone, and so on. You know, I'm... But that only made it worse. Of course, he was too embarrassed to come back, so... he just focused on the whole werewolf thing and not any human things. Or Vukakin... Vukakin. Vukakin. Vukakin sounds... Vukakin. So to speak. Trying to find a cure. Trying to avoid the moon. trying to find a place to sleep, stealing sheep. That's something they have in common. The sheep? No, the stubbornness and the unwillingness to ask for help. But the sheep too. But they had to talk about it. The silent resentment wasn't good for either of them. And you got them to do that. The little stick is oddly persuasive. Had us talking about it before I even realized I didn't want to. Maybe because you did want to. Maybe. Avoidance is a defense mechanism for things that you don't want to do but know you have to. How did it go? Fine. We'll take some time to accept his apology. We'll have to see him change first, and apologize to Uncle Fedor and the rest. But it was good to see him again. Guess a hug did feel better than a great sword in his gut. Wonderful. Of course, there's still the problem with the whole werewolf thing. Idiot got so obsessed with a cure, he can still barely control himself. We helped him realize that even a cure couldn't change what he'd done, that he has to accept he's different now and learn how to live again. Of course, it isn't easy, no change ever is. I learned that from you. But we have a group of werewolves living near our settlement. A small community that enjoys the company of our warm trees. We play charades with them a lot, and they taught me about the phases of the 7 moons. 7 moons? No wonder werewolves have it rough here. And the secrets of the moon signs. That sounds like a bunch of... It's real. You're a crescent moose. Oh, it's astrology. We introduced Mr. Dragon to them, and they promised they would take him in and help him deal with his lycanthropy. That sounds great. It is. It's a happy ending. I wouldn't call it an ending, rather the beginning of something new. So the end of one adventure is just the beginning of another one? Exactly. I like that. So, after your heroic therapy session, you two decided to grab a drink together. Shut up, bird. I keep thinking that's a woofer. At some point, I'm gonna message them like, I hate you, and you're set in your Discord sound notification. Care got offered to spend the day at the settlement. But they don't serve anything strong enough for my taste. Plus, Elfie was dying to get back here. Was talking about how they need to update you on everything non-stop. Would think they live here or something. I had to report back about the quest. Glad you did. They also started crafting something with the werewolves. Ah! That's something about it being for you and keep. Stop. Come on. Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, I think I put... I need to throw a Play Possum stream again. Ooh, I forgot. There we go. It's not finished yet, but I'll let you know, I promise. That wasn't hard, was it? Well... So, a drink. What can I offer you, Care? Surprise me with something that fits my brawn. By which I mean the usual. Strength never gets old. Glory to the Empire! Wait, wrong game. You know, I saw some reviews, where they're like, oh, I wish the mixing was a little more, like, involved. I'm sitting here like, it's a visual novel. This is just the vessel to it, like... Surprise! Not bad. You should do this professionally. I'll think about it. You know, I thought about opening up a tavern. Selling drinks. Renting out rooms. Giving people quests. Professionally, you know? Really thought it would be a nice career. Haven't tried it though yet, Care. Fable, what about you? Do you have something that'll calm me down? Maybe even bring some of my agility back? Like a swift strike back to my senses. I've had a stressful day, night, morning, sweet sequence of events. Been a minute, actually. What do I need for the swift strike? Here you go. Thank you. Wow, this is perfect. You look tired. Have you considered sleep? They do look like they're going to pass out any second. So do you. Maybe sleep is a good idea. Carolyn, do you have a place to sleep? I can sleep anywhere. It's a talent. It's depressing. I have a room available. You can stay here. Sounds good. How much? I'll count it as payment for your help with the quest. Fine. Later, Elfie. See you later. Are you heading home, Fable? Yes. I've been gone for a whole day. I need to get back and make sure everything is still growing correctly. Maybe take a nap first. Yes, that too. Did you enjoy your first quest? I did. It was very scary and different from what I expected. And I didn't know I was so good at pretending to be charming. Have you considered that you weren't pretending? You did well, Fable. Thank you. I hope that wasn't my only adventure. I think this is just the beginning. Says the innkeep, not Fable. That would be nice. Do you think I'm going to save the world one day? That's a very tall order. You're right. I'm not cut out for that. I didn't say that. I would just prefer if the world didn't end, or was at risk of ending. Right. But if it does, you're the first person I'd ask for help. Maybe you should ask Carolyn first. Oh, maybe you should ask Carolyn first, but I'd be happy to be a second. We'll see. If anything, I'll just grab both of you and say, go, do this together. The world's going to end. All of you should be present. Every single last fucking one of you. If any of you are sleeping at the end of the world, the quest is going to be taking you out. Let's hope it won't. I like this world. And you have a point. We shouldn't hope for such a calamity. Even if it would make for a good song. Or a sad one. Or both. I'm gonna head home now. Do that. I'll stock up on quests for you. I can't wait. See you soon. See you soon. Well, there's already 2 of them, to be perfectly honest. I just don't want Fable to take either of them. Oh no, they're hot. Good evening to you too. This quest, it wasn't here yesterday. That is correct. It seems dangerous. It is. And mysterious. Please, 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 please tell me it's the wyvern and not and not the vampire. Although it would be although I know for a fact that this is a rogue. Sure. Mainly because they scream edgy fuckboy. Like me. See? That is the edgiest little rogue. You could be a little less mysterious by telling me your name. Zephyr. Did the wind carry you in? No. My legs. Dork. I want that quest. Well, you can have it. Not just literally, physically, emotionally. Buddy, I can't take you seriously. I'm so sorry. Emotionally? I want to take that quest, go to the castle, to get the cape. I mean... Yes. Well, no one has gone to the castle yet, so if someone would like to go, they would be welcome to. So you know of the castle? Yes? It seems strange. It is. A vampire lives there. I heard rumors, whisperings of a strange, fiendish woman residing there. What a coincidence. Me too. Has she ever frequented your tavern? Hold on, listen to that guitar riff. Oh, that was sexy. That was sexy. Has she ever frequented your tavern? Oh, so the vampire is you, is what you're saying. No, not recently. But she has. Once had a vampire mixer. Interesting. So she was only here at night? Yes. Would you say she was unnaturally pale? No. She had a lot of makeup on. But below that mask? Sure, yes, would guess she looks pretty dead below that. What kind of drink did she order? Blood. Interest. You sell blood? Of course. Whose blood? Did you hear about the wolves avoiding the castle? Really? All of them? Yes, she has a lot of werewolf traps set up, but all animals seem to steer clear of Morrow Castle. They say its doors are always locked, so nothing can go inside or leave. And anything that tries to merges into her land in one way or the other. As a grave, a pile of decorative bones, dirt feeding rotting flowers. They say death clings to her doorstep like an everlasting melody. Sounds like a strange place. Like a tomb for something still alive. Or for a goth. Goth or vampire, she seems to be a thief. It appears so. Do you not sympathize with that? Eh! I knocked something over. Thievery is an honorable skill, but it must be performed in secret. Or you're not worth the coins in your pocket. Also, stealing a man's cape is just plain rude. Dork. I was losing the Batman, even though it's not really Batman no more, I suppose. Only thing worse than that is stealing a man's hat. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna argue. Not if it's cursed. Did the innkeeper say that, or did I? Oh. Only thing worse than that is stealing a man's hat. Especially then. Point is, if you can't defend yourself from having your trophies reclaimed, you must live with the consequences. The consequences being you. Exactly. Definitely sounds like you know what you're doing. Of course I do. I am one with the shadows and the wind, gone before they even notice I'm there. I was born in the darkness. So you could easily swipe something else along with the cape, right? Certainly. Gold, gemstones, other treasures, whatever pays the bills. What about some interior decorations? Like what, for example? Just something to pretty up my tavern a little bit. Maybe something useful that also doubles as a decoration. Like a chair. Stealing a whole chair sounds a little too ambitious for your first quest with me. I'd prefer something smaller, like a little trinket. My walls are still a bit empty, I say, looking at my walls, clearly decorated. Wait, you're being serious? Absolutely. A memento that once belonged to an eccentric vampire sounds like a wonderful addition to the tavern. I'll see what I can do. You won't be disappointed. Well then, I trust you to deliver yourself to her doorstep and the cape back to me. Along with a neat little decoration to my interior design. Sounds like I'll need a few stamps. Would you like some? No, too traceable. How about a drink then? I could do with one of those. I heard your drinks inspire transformations of great magnitude. Allow you to dip into parts of yourself that you weren't previously aware of. Raise yourself up from shadows. Blah, 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 blah. Say, what do you trade them for? Stories? Okay, so we have Rhea. Kyle, age. I like how I gave both Care and Rhea these, like, really tough, like, voices. And then Zephyr's just a joke. And he's just a joke as well. Arcana, oh, they have the Arcanas. The World, the Chariot, the Moon, the Fool, the Hanged Man. How about a secret? Secrets. I have many. Grant me one. I shall. I know this may come as a shock to you, but I was here before, just yesterday. You may not remember, because you barely noticed me in the shadows. I was so stealthy, I spent hours just watching you from afar. That is definitely a secret. I know you were here, ordering a drink at one point, just not the staring at me bit. You cleaned a lot of glasses, served everyone with a smile. You looked so worried after the adorable green one. After the adorable green one. Like you thought they might trip straight into a monster's maw. And you're swift with your hands and fast with the knife. Alright, enough secrets. You may have one of my renowned drinks. And some of my renowned infusions. Okay, so his secret wasn't a secret. It was him calling me out. In fact, I just got a fresh shipment today. I was finally able to unpack them. Infusions. Intriguing. What vile magic do you have to offer? For your purposes, I think you could benefit from either the Fey crystals or a frozen pine cone. Frozen pine cones have absorbed some of nature's icy properties. They can help you form a magical frost barrier that will hurt those trying to harm you. The Fey crystals hail straight from Avalon, allegedly. If consumed, they'll turn you invincible, eventually. And for a bit, the duration is a bit unpredictable. I've also got some Phoenix chilies, but I don't think either of those would be very useful for your situation. Interesting. So what dark depths of yourself are you looking to explore? I fear that Lady Evelyn may be of the undead nature. So I must be strong and vigorous if I want my stake in her heart before her fangs are near my neck. Though that does sound very appealing. Man, everyone wants to get bit by a vampire today. In this game, I swear. Strength I can do, and some frost armor should help with the fangs. Or perhaps the smarter route would be to evade her wrath entirely, to out-stealth her and steal the cape from right under her pale nose, so that she may lie in the shame of having lost against me. I think such an approach would require a certain amount of dexterity, and some invisibility could help with staying unseen, should my speed and agility not be enough. Help me with the decision, Innkeep. Your wisdom is no secret, is it? They might alter the drink in a way where I might have to infuse different ingredients than usual. Make sure to keep an eye on the coaster shape so that I mix the correct drink. Maybe I should even try adding an infusion first and adjusting the drink from there. Give it a try. Okay. So it sounds like... I don't know how to do this. I think I might want to give him invisibility. Because I don't want... I don't think I want... I don't think I want Evelyn to be dead. Alright, so here's a Swift Strike with an infusion of invisibility. I should have saved that. Here you go. A drink that all vampires fear. Garlic breath. Not quite, but that's a good name. May I steal it? You don't ask for permission before you steal something and keep. Then it's no longer a clever ruse, but a mere trade. I see. Did you hear about my new drink, the garlic breath? Good one. It tastes like, not garlic, but just as fearsome, to a vampire. You don't find garlic scary? No, only the absence of it. That makes two of us. Hopefully this will help me evade her. Not prepared for a fight, but I won't need one if my steps are as swift and quiet as the wind. And if she can't see me, goodbye and keep. I would say pray the sun will carry me back to you. But my hopes do not lie with the Realm Keepers, and I shall be damned if they control my fate. Expect to see me again after the next sunfall. I think I went significantly less Batman and just more edgy as they revealed, like, who they are. If you do not speak of vengeance, vengeance makes for an early grave. Or for a good story. Farewell. Or for a bitter end. Alright, we're gonna read some character profiles since we unlocked all of the, a bunch of them. Rhea, dwarf, 175, she, her, blacksmith. Background, alignment, lawful neutral, arcana, the world. Rhea is a hot-headed dwarf and god damn it, Lucifer, shut up. And pretty rough around the edges. She's not a fan of meaningless copy-paste NPC talk, whatever any of that means, and seems to have caught herself a lost vampire while digging for gold. Unfortunately, or so she claims, she is now stuck with him. Oh, is the ad break starting? Kyle. Vampire, unknown age. Erdu, where? Chaotic neutral. A particular visitor looking everywhere for his beloved cape. However, it seems that he has definitely lost more than just that. Possibly also a few of his memories. And his marbles. He was once married to Lady Evelyn, a vampire countess residing in Morrow Castle, and enjoys sunbathing. Maybe a tad bit too much. Fable. 110. They, them. Ranger. Ashen Grove. Neutral good. An elf. Fable of Farafina is a ranger. Oh, ad break. Oh, that's fine. We can keep reading this. Is a ranger taking care of the Ashen Grove. They're a sweet and gentle soul and a regular at the Wayfarer's Inn. They dream of being an adventurer, but they are troubled by severe anxiety about, well, everything. Really? Their nut allergy probably doesn't help either. Care. There's apparently there's multiple pages of this. Care. 36, she, her, beast slay. So she is the youngest out of everyone here. Care's a strong and fearless beast slayer with a taste for strong drinks, big swords, and even bigger muscles. She despises small talk in any way or form, and understandably for her, keeps her distance from werewolves. Wouldn't like being mistaken for one either. Oh, we can see. Okay, we can see where our quests lie. Okay, so Tregarin is here. The Ashen Grove is here. Wayfarer. Oh, Arave is all the way down there. Neat. Oh, I have one more person, Zephyr. 25. Okay, so this makes Zephyr the youngest. Air Echo. Zephyr is a difficult character, to say the least. They're so caught up in their own fantasies of an edgy rogue that they seem to be stuck talking or brooding like one too. He likes all things dangerous and mysterious, or at least he pretends he does. I care. I didn't realize Care had a ponytail. Like a braided ponytail. That's awesome. Taking this quest and a drink. The Wyvern? Great. Did you sleep well? What? Sleep. How was it? Ah, fine. Too long. Didn't sleep that much in ages. Sounds like you needed it. No, your beds are just too comfortable. Was hard to get up. Of course, my apologies. I will make sure to take your feedback into consideration. Would you like a drink as compensation? Think I already said that. Make me something strong that will wake me up and keep me up too. I'm gonna guess. Something strong. That is strong. Just the right amount of too much. Maybe I should call this drink the Carolyn. No, you shouldn't. Anyway, the quest. Yes, the quest. Which quest are you talking about? The Wyvern? I'm taking it. So you said. I'm gonna guess, yeah, that one. I see it is my turn to make conversation. I miss Fable. Isn't it a bit too soon for another quest? You just returned. It has been hours since I've done anything, but sleep, chat, and drink. I'm getting antsy. If I sit for too long, it feels like my bones are disintegrating and I forget who I am. I think that's called a boredom. It's torture. That too. Care, can I just say, I don't think I've noticed nearly as many scratches in my tavern until you've started showing up. Well, boring is not what I would call this quest in the slightest. Stealing from a chimera for a vampire sunscreen couldn't get more reckless than that. It could, by taking Elfie along. Fair point. Please don't. I won't. So the saliva's for a vampire? Vampire sunscreen. Can a vampire get their chimera goo themselves? It's a wyvern chimera. Vampires and fire don't mix too well. Also, if everyone just did their own quests, the quest economy would be in shambles. Suppose that'd be terrible for your business. And yours! You're a mercenary. Indeed. Does it bother you that it's for a vampire? No. Does it make you nervous? No. You did mention you like fangs. Did I mention that I have a greatsword 3 times the size of your head? I'm sure a vampire would find that impressive. Have you ever encountered a chimera before? No. Not a real one. Got me thinking. Ain't it kind of blasphemous to steal from a draconic guardian? Depends. Are you religious? Guess not. Then no, it's not. Would it be if I was? Don't think so. Chimeras steal riches all the time, and they were created to be guardians by the protectors of the realm. So stealing something to protect someone else seems in line with the doctrine. Good thing you ain't a priest. You do a piss poor job. Thank you. Is it blasphemous that is blasphemy what you're most worried about? I ain't worried. Okay. Nervous. Ain't that either. Then what is it? Excitement, I suppose. Excitement. Don't laugh. I'm not laughing, I'm asking. Ah. Yes, excitement. I've never encountered a guardian before. And I've always sort of wanted to. Why haven't you? Ain't exactly easy to find one, or survive one. This seems like a great opportunity for you then. It is. What's it about guardians? It's less about the guardian and more about what created it. And maybe a little about the chimera. It's got a dragon head, right? Yes, modeled after its creator, I would guess. I can't imagine fire and fur go together either, personally. But that might just be me. So, let me rephrase that. What is it about dragons and chimeras with dragon heads? You're gonna say fire. They're cool. Oh my god. Also, when I was little, my Baba used to tell me bedtime stories about the dragons every night. She was a great adventurer and encountered many of their creations on her journeys. Not sure if that's true, but she always claimed she met each of the realm keepers themselves, had little keepsakes from them and all. My sword's one of those, passed it on to me before she left. One day she was just gone. Think she wanted to spend her last moments somewhere else. Like to think she visited one of her dragons one last time. Your family has a leaving problem, no offense. At least she left her savings alone. That sword and her stories are all I have left of her. Going on this quest almost feels like I'm stepping into a memory of hers. Did she ever tell you about a wyvern chimera? No. Was the only kind she never encountered. Had quarrels with one of those feline ones, different varieties of scales, even a cow one, I think, who never found a wyvern in all of her years. It would have been nice to be able to tell her the story when I return. If I return. I'm sure you will. You can tell me the story to me. I don't know if I make up for a good Baba, but I enjoy a good tale. I'll think about it. You already got me talking too much. This is you talking too much. So, you like dragons. They're cool. They're fascinating creatures. Very interesting. Very magical. They are fascinating and magical. Used to pretend I was one when I was little. Really wanted their magic and their wings. You can just ask them for their magic. Not sure about their wings. I ain't a priest either. Besides, I'm a warrior. Don't do all that magic malarkey. Why not? I like my sword and my muscles. They're a good combo. And I don't need to rely on anyone, not even dragons. Little help never hurt anyone. A little self-reliance don't either. If you say so. Does that mean you don't want a drink to pep you up, Gare? Didn't say that. I see. That doesn't count as help? It's prepayment for me taking on your quest. Sure. You'll be happy to hear that I have some incredible infusions to offer that could help you on your quest. Nah, that sounds unnecessarily complicated. Let's keep it simple. Alright, what can I get you then? Boost for the body. Heard they're quick and toothy, so I need to be hardy for its bite. Some defense might come in handy. Something for the brain. Baba talked quite a bit about how much they enjoyed a good ruse. Maybe I can outsmart it with the right play. But I need some intelligence for that. Won't be risking it all on a bad idea. Are you sure you don't want any infusions? Just a little bit of a phoenix chili could make you fire resistant. That could be very useful in a fight. Dragons, you're stubborn. Sure, I'll try one. And on top of the trickery, no, one is enough. Either you mix defense with your weird chilies or you go heavy on the intelligence. Don't need any more of your fancy tricks. I don't care which one you pick. That's your job. Figure it out. I think we're going to give Care some intelligence. Primarily because while I'm 100% certain they can't, like the Frosted Lagoon and the Phoenix Chili would be hyper beneficial, I think the issue here is... I think what the issue here for me is Care is already a very capable warrior and a very durable one at that. I think, however, I think they might... I think their main problem is they're kind of a one-trick pony in that regard. And I think giving them something that could boost their ability to perform in other areas and round them out a little more, especially for a three-headed creature, is a good idea. Especially a wyvern. Figured it out. Thanks. Hope you seasoned it with some trickery. Does feel weird. Like my brain is sparkling. No refunds. How urgent is the sunscreen? Pretty urgent. The sun tends not to take a break, even for vampires. Maybe he should sunbathe less then. That might solve his problems. Might. When has an easy solution ever been fun? Good point. I'll see what I can do. Maybe they got some mice in that mangrove. Good luck. Won't be needing it. I'll be waiting to hear of your exploits upon your return. Alright, so we got like 13 minutes left, so I'm going to go, we're going to start the day. Druid. Alright, we're going to save here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off and I'm going to go raid somebody. Who am I raiding? Oh, I know who I'm raiding. I'm raiding Play Possum, because I've been talking about them non-stop. And I'm probably going to hop into their chat at some point later. However... what time is it right now? They might be going to a... No, they're probably done with their meeting now. They're probably doing lunch soon. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. I will be back later for some Ace Attorney. And we'll see you then. Did it raid? Did it send people to raid? Yeah. Alright, goodbye everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye.